Morning, Cerberus. So this qualifier, I should be joined by Morax. Last time it was Indrani. Luckily, this time I've sorted out a lot of the logistic issues that prevented me from actually being able to look at games for the first hour. So I should be able to, actually watch the games and cast them. Not sure where Morax is right now, but he should be joining, in the next 10 minutes. I can't imagine having different names on every platform. You have one internet identity and you stick to it. Oh, there's Morax. Hello, Morax. We got 3 minutes for the tournament to start, and it should. If people don't show up within, 10:05 or 5 minutes after this hour for wherever you are, then they'll get substituted in with people that didn't actually manage to get a high enough ranking to get into the actual tournament. Who are we still missing? Okay, Odin came. Still missing Bennis, Hybrid, Jagged, and Banana. Unfortunately, you don't have an apple. Okay, so let me look at the bracket once again. So if I had to say what the interesting rounds are going to be, probably Wounded Elk and Raider would be the best game to watch in the first round. Arch versus Odin would be pretty good.
Slow might be rusty, so you might see a hybrid. Well, actually,
Hybrid is also super rusty. I have absolutely zero idea how Hybrid would play because I don't even think he's played any games in the last couple months.
Bully's apparently rusty from what I heard.
Well, Bully just always says he's rusty, that's how he is, but he's played a decent amount of games recently. Thing is, I just have no confidence in Venus being able to do anything.
I would like to put a bug on Venice and like just hear the rage from Frankfurt coming over there and see what happens. I think that might be the most entertaining.
Yeah, I'd say Bully is a lot less rusty than last time. He's played a lot of ladder games. He's been coming online asking people, scoping out the activity of 1.8k plus. Oh, there's Banana. So Jagged, Hybrid, and Bennis. Alright. Okay, I'll start it.
The hell is this Twitch puzzle thing?
Twitch
Roll the
puzzle.
ball. I've never seen this before. That was like the most childish thing I've ever seen. Roll the ball so the animal's standing up on its legs. Jesus. That must be Mozart. I'd see us Krisky Krog. Yep.
Yeah, that's Mozart.
He's not playing though, is he?
No, I didn't sign up.
Jesus Christ. Twitch has more security features than like my fucking bank account.
Me, FTX, and Morax are the casters for this qualifier. I'm not sure, because Morax, you said that you might not be able to be here for the entire event.
I have no idea, like how long that thing's supposed to go on for. Then I forgot that. Then I remembered that this thing starts at like 10 in the morning our time, so it's probably going to be okay. Like,
All right.
is this like did the last one go beyond 6 hours?
No, I think it was like 5.5. I think it ended around 2:30.
So I'll be around for the majority of it.
Jagged's here. Is Hybrid here yet? Don't see him. Don't see Bennis.
I'm keeping my mic quiet, while I pound like keys on my laptop because I had to get a new laptop, so I'm making sure I can actually get into Twitch. And there's literally like 3 security things there, so I'm just punching in stuff I try to remember.
Oh yeah, he might be quiet. Okay, no, I know what the problem is.
No, it's because I'm sitting away from my microphone right now.
Well, I was also messing with the desktop audio, like playback on my computer because it's like a pain to play back YouTube videos of like ambience music. So your volume was also lowered in the crossfire with that. I think the last person's Hybrid. If Hybrid's not here, who do I replace him with? Is it fine now for the music?
I don't hear any music. I have my laptop playing Twitch while I'm using my desktop to do all the casting stuff. I don't hear a damn thing.
Because playing in complete silence is pure depressing. Pure depression. I don't know how to make Morax louder. Okay, that's got to be loud enough. I did.
Testing 1, 2, 3. High
Yes,
five.
that's extreme. that's good.
I just put my mic next to me and I was down to like 60%. And then I put it up to 90. And then I almost knocked my bottle of Jesus Christ, what is this stuff? Oops, that's from last night.
Yeah, I had you on 200% on Discord settings. I didn't know what else I had in my power to make you any louder. Okay, so Hybrid's not here. Also, the games will start as soon as everyone gets through the initial veto process.
Mic test. Nope. Oh, that's definitely working. Let's not do that again. Wow, there's a green dot next to Shio's name. He must be impressed.
On Discord.
Imagine if he actually watched.
He was super active in Discord yesterday for whatever reason.
Oh, really?
He joined to like 2 different Discords. He typed stuff in chat. He started talking about Among Us. It was crazy. Like a totally different person.
Did you ever end up getting to the freedom, if you know what I mean, or are you still stuck at like the home lodge?
No, I'm still here until next quarter.
That's unfortunate. Hopefully this doesn't all screw it up. Toast. Is there a spreadsheet or something that has all the vetoes and faction picks and all that stuff, or is that behind the scenes?
No, originally the first qualifier I handled it myself, but the problem was if I do it, everyone kind of does it at their own paces, and I can't like keep like watching a game while it's going on. So the first hour of the tournament was pretty much just me managing PMs while I couldn't really keep the screen on any game actively.
Jesus Christ.
So instead, I rather than change it because it did have a significant impact. I think there was only half the matches in the last tournament were mirror matchups compared to like a 90% rate in the first 2019 lots. So I didn't want to change the system itself. So instead, I got 2 people to help me with managing them for the round of 16 and round of 8, 7 and Angel of Death. Like I split the top 8 talk to 7, the bottom 8 talk to Angel of Death, and then once we get to the round of 4, I can take over because then it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But yeah, there's no spreadsheet. I made a group Discord PM in case they want to like dump info in there to keep track of it in like a place that's not going to disappear. But it's just kind of handled by the TDs instead. It's not there's no like Excel document of it or whatever.
Who the hell? What the hell is a banana wheel? Is that someone's like?
No, I don't think that's anyone's rename. It's just one of the a new dude. I think he's more of a team game player because the last I checked, yeah, he has 1846
First name,
global.
November 2019. Okay then.
Yeah, more of a
No
new
idea who this
guy.
person is. Everybody else seems pretty recognizable.
Radar versus Wounded Elk. I'm gonna join that game.
Go for it.
Oh no, is this the same friggin' problem I had last qualifier again? I think it has something to do with streaming. I never had this problem until I did the 2 qualifiers and even joined games between the qualifiers. I didn't notice any problem.
Maybe you should host the game and then everybody else join you.
Well, no, I mean, I guess I could, but you know,
I
then that's
bet
gonna
usually works
overcomplicate
around with
everything.
it.
What I noticed
You just go
works.
to Observer after now.
Let me just quit out of FAF and then rejoin. Because for whatever reason, refaffing seems to fix it.
And the fabled Observer lobby spam.
Alright, fingers crossed.
Tagada and Curry Smuggler in here. I'm asking if they can leave, so just in case there's some weird connection glitch between you guys. Oh, you're connecting. There you are.
Yeah, like I said, something messed up with like last qualifier, I had to do it like after every single game. It got really annoying, but you know, at least I can actually do it instead of having to watch
I thought it
replays.
might be more fun to have like a drink while casting this, because then it's like easier to like say stupid shit. But then I
Oh,
realized I
what?
don't want to start drinking at 10 in the morning.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I don't know. I feel it has to do something with either the streaming software I'm using or um, it's just like taking up a lot of my internet like speed. I have no idea.
What do you want, Tagada? So, do you mind if I pop in later to co-cast Marks, or do you think that 3 people is too much? I don't have an answer because I'm completely different to FTX. Like, I just joined in to add to something to it because I was there. I don't know if that makes a difference.
3 people is pretty chaotic. I mean,
Tagada's pretty tempered though. I don't think he's gonna go off the rocker.
I mean, I guess you can try it out. I mean, it's what the qualifiers are kind of for.
10 seconds thinking of the English word to say anyway, so he'll be quiet.
We can try it out for some games, I guess, and I mean that's what the qualifier is for, to see what's gonna work out for the actual tournament coverage. So why not? We can try it out after this game.
We should have a tournament to see who can co-cast and see if anybody could actually speak legibly. Because
That sounds incredibly cringe, dude. It's gonna be a bunch of dudes that like.
Some audio clips would be gold though.
We're gonna have some dudes that are like looked up like 100 like puns and shit like that, and trying to do some sort of optimized build order of funnies versus analysis cast. I would never do anything like that, but. Oh, did Guile finally to get him to cast the game I told him to cast. Good to see. I guess it's kind of good that he was kind of late with casting the game because now all the smaller channels casted their game, and now everybody, everyone from Guile's channel can kind of float on into other smaller channels and
Whoa.
hopefully catches on.
Wounded's 2K now? Nice.
Yeah, I think I came back to FAF after like I was AFK for a year or whatever, and I noticed he got 2K all of a sudden. And I was like, what the hell happened? I thought he was like 1500 or something. So to me, he's pretty new blood in the tournament, but so is Radar himself, who apparently is still in high school, and so he's not only new blood in the game, but he's just new blood in general. A the I guess Nexus 2.0 or something like that. Wounded boosted his rating. Wouldn't be surprised.
Perry and observers as well, apparently. I don't know who else is watching with us.
It was Wounded and fuck.
Tagada.
I already Tagada didn't join.
This map like is so different without.
Oh shit, he did join.
Like,
Never mind.
I have like.
Okay, let's actually look at what's going on. So the interesting thing about this map is it has the civilian flak, which is kind of a new thing, I would say, in maps. I remember when Chosen was making this map and we were discussing it for Ladder, we were really curious about like what kind of impact having stuff like this would have for the game, whether it's healthy, whether it's something we should actually allow. And I think the biggest problem we had was like the problem is with like Civ color, like Civ units of this color, is that like they can't be seen on the map, so it kind of gives you a slight advantage if you never played the map before, because you don't really know they're there, which we try to avoid, but it's kind of so, it's just like not really that significant of a mass boost to get like a flak or a deceiver that we decided it wasn't really worth considering in the map score itself.
Speaking of which, Deceiver in the center. What the f does that do?
I mean, it
Can
kind
you
of.
capture it and use it?
Yeah. That's what I was kind of getting at. Like you can capture these because they don't shoot at you if they're tannish, so you can capture them and use them. Which was a tactic that we.
That yet.
Yeah.
I don't think it could be a huge thing, but still, it'd be kind of funny if somebody somehow used one of those and there was no Cybern tech.
The problem is it gives a faction advantage because if you're Cybern, you don't really get much from it compared to if you're UEF and you take a deceiver and use it with your mongoose or something like that. So we got first land, second air from Wounded, dual land from Raider. I'm not sure I really agree with the dual land choice compared to early air, but I'm not sure why Wounded's going for an early interceptor. It's not really a transport map, right?
I think a lot of people had tried doing that, and it never worked out. Some people tried using Navy in the beginning, and
no, that's definitely stupid. Like it's the map's like 10 by I guess like 12.5 by 12.5 compared to where you are on the map. So I feel like an interceptor rush isn't going to be too strong. I mean a transfer rush, my bad.
There's too many little reclaim spots. It's a chosen map, so you have like tons of little rocks you can't see with the reclaim view. So you just learn where that is and use it. There's almost no reason to rush the other sides unless you want to somehow steal like someone's expansion, which probably doesn't work because there's so many of them. I think this is one of the most expansion-heavy maps in the game right now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, almost. Yeah, okay, never mind. There's 4 piece. That's a lot for. Jeez.
I mean, it is a 20 by 20.
I guess if you consider the mountains an expansion too, but with the 2 mexes on each side, that's like almost like 5 now.
Because I wouldn't consider that an expansion because it's kind of difficult to raid, and it's also not really something I imagine you're going to be defending too much. You just make some wall segments on the mountain, and it should be relatively defensible. I mean, I guess you could transport drop it, but You know, that's kind of like saying the Rigor Plateau is an expansion. That's like, come on.
I'm a little. Let's see. All right, so he has his air factory right next to the Hydra Raider. He's getting a second air factory. Whoa, I don't know. This is. I'm not so sure what he's going to be able to do.
Oh, transport from Wounded Elk. He
Going
does
way
have the
forward.
air advantage to make use of that for sure. Not sure if he has. He doesn't have too much in his base to transport. He's got the 3 engineers. I guess he's going to drop some tanks with him as well. What's he going to go for with the drop? I guess he's going to go for the mountain in the corner as well. That could be risky because by the time that transport arrives there, Raider's 2 tanks should be able to clean it up. Oh, I guess he's going to the middle instead. Huh.
He's going to fly the transport right across where. Oh, wow. That would be. Let's see if this would be one of those moments where Raider decides to move his interceptors just before the the transport's going to get spotted.
Yeah, I don't really get what he's
this
trying
is,
to go
This
for.
is one of those like, oh, this is one of those things. Scout before you send the transport moments. This is awful.
The fuck? What is
he
this
sending it
move?
there?
It's gonna. Is he gonna drop
I
it
don't
right on the
understand why it's
ACU?
going there. Bye bye.
Go. I don't understand.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. Well, that was not really a good use of resources there, and it also looks like Wounded lost air for his trouble with that. Not too good of a
Yes.
investment. See, imagine those flaks were hostile civs. Everybody would have lost their air right there.
I'm going to call this right now, though. Even though Raider has only 2 land factories, the Wounded's 5 now. Sorry, actually, Wounded looks like he's going. Oh man, actually, I don't know. No, Raider's got a decent amount on the bottom too. I think Wounded's going to overrun him with land right now.
It's gonna be hard, I would say,
I don't like this single file line unit sending right now. This is one of those maps where the pathing can get kind of messed up, so you gotta let your wounds group up into an army and send them in. Although Wounded's taking care of that pretty well. Doesn't look like Raider's he's nowhere close to getting an engineer to that 4-mex expansion in the north.
Yeah, so the problem is Wounded has a lot of land production going on right now, but Raider is making like excellent use of these small tank battalions.
He's going T2 air already.
Yeah, I mean, I would expect him to. He doesn't have the land build power. He'd be playing catch up if he wanted to do a lot of investment in land. If he goes for hard air, he has the air advantage, and he can take advantage of Seraphim gunships to actually completely destroy this giant buildup of tanks over here. And that combined, that pretty much destroys any advantage that Wounded has in this situation.
Ooh, Wounded doesn't have a single interceptor right now. He made. Actually, sorry, never mind. I missed him. He has 5.
Oh boy, he made another transport. Let's see what the goal is with this one. He has a solid buildup of NGs in his base you could use. I'm just not really sure where he would go. Like he needs to take a tank, or at least 2 tanks, to clear out the top. I guess the tank's going down, so you should be decently
I like what
fine.
Raider did here, though. He's got his factories hugging a mechs on each of his far expansions so he can reinforce it easy, as opposed to Wounded, who has everything in his central base.
Yeah, it's like Wounded's kind of playing it like a 10x10, I think.
Mm-hmm. I'm very curious if Wounded's going to be able to get at. This might be. Actually, there's a lot of water to run into and stuff on this map I forgot about.
I feel like Wounded's kind of playing a bit tired. I mean, he made 2 transports. One's loaded with just a single engineer in it, just to drop this. I guess he's dropping the reclaim? No, he's going for the mexes. I would have just dropped the reclaim, honestly. This is not worth it. Like, what are you gonna do with that?
Raider doesn't have. He has 1 Zooey that'll probably get shot by the ACU while trying to take out that PD. Meanwhile, Wounded's making a epic move of sending a little force to close off that reinforcement to Raider.
I'm watching the Battle of Titans. I'm waiting for waiting for one of them to recognize. Oh, there goes Wounded. He's finally recognized.
Here comes the gunships.
Oh, I didn't save the engineer. That's a bummer. Maybe this is one of those maps where Stinger can actually be useful because it can drop these like plateaus of the 300 mass rocks, and you don't really need to just build a transport to do it. Finally, a map where UEFT2 gunships see actual utility. Is this going to be enough to kill Wounded?
Wounded has. Sorry, yeah, Raider is. He's gonna get in the water away from this.
Yeah, he's going to get away, but Raider is certainly going to win.
No, he might have taken a bad turn.
No, he's definitely fine. It's too many units.
Where's the ramp?
He's not going to be able to win that reclaim pile, though.
He backed up into the little mountain. Now he's stuck and just. Yeah, UEFAC way too much HP.
He's not winning that reclaim, though, which in effect is a game loss, I would say.
Now Raider's just going to switch over to sniping mexes one by one with the gunships. He has total air control. I think this is going to be over very soon. T2 land for Wounded, but I don't think he has a single flak out yet. And deploying flak everywhere is impossible.
Wounded did manage to get 2 tanks in the back over there. I mean, the gunships are cleaning it up, but it's at least some sort of damage. I like this one tank from Raider, like blending in with Wounded's army, just being able to walk around in the middle with no confrontation. I can't. Why did Raider build this radar over here? I guess to stop any sort of like drop attempts from the far corner into his main base. It's kind of a weird radar anyway.
It's cheap. Might as well.
Yeah, I guess so. Not really sure why he's doing this major buildup of gunships. He really should just
He seems like he's obsessing with going. Yeah, I was gonna say like a minute ago he could have just. Oh, he didn't set his interceptors with his gunships. Why?
He's gonna lose. Is he gonna lose them all? Yeah, he's not even sending his interceptors in.
Yeah, he's going to. Why?
Yeah, he's more focused on the ground fight over here.
And now Wounded actually has enough reinforcements to get out here. Still no flak. I'd be afraid. Yeah, he's. Ooh.
I mean, I don't really think it matters if he gets out. The point is, I think it's just a waste of time for Wounded to be doing this.
Yep, melting 2 torp bombers to supplement this, and he's done.
Nah, he's finished.
Good game. Good game. Boom.
Yeah.
Air's always been so powerful on this map. I've always seen so much destruction just from that.
Yeah, I would say it wasn't really a. The problem is Wounded did go early air. It's just that he kind of fumbled it and blundered with like the early transport. He had the early air control with like 1 or 2 more ints. He should have taken advantage of it by like bombing some engineers that were expanding or something like that. I think the transport was a poor choice.
Was prepared for this map is the question.
I think he was just tired in general. It seemed like a rusty first game or something like that. Like he was trying to warm up. Because he did pretty well against Tagada in the first qualifier. I don't really believe that he's a bad player. I think he just had, you know, a warm-up game. Man, the biggest problem is that I have to keep rejoining. Actually, can you... You know how Python client lets you like set auto-join channels? Is that possible in this client?
I really don't know. Also, how do you have that background thing like that? That's actually kind of cool.
It's just a picture I got from the game file for like the random icon.
I like it better than just like the flat gray.
Right, that's what I was thinking. The only problem is that when you have like some long message in the Aeon section, the Aeon green kind of makes it difficult to read. Other than that, it's pretty decent. I don't really have a problem. Please turn up resources and turn on always enabled for strategic icons.
Womp womp womp. Am I still a FAF TV on this thing? Nope, got logged out.
You see, your assumption here is that I'm a competent streamer, and I have no idea how to change that right now, and I don't really know if I should be doing that mid-stream or not. Strategic icons disappear, but there's a setting to not do that in game. Okay, I can check that out.
Settings, chat, auto join channels. If you didn't see that.
Yeah, alright, I got that. Oh, round two. Let's see if I can join. Alright, Femto, I think I turned myself down a little bit. Tell me if I'm still kind of loud.
Can I turn up my volume? Sure. Let me know if people's ears are bleeding. Yeah, I turned down my mic again when I started eating toast. I didn't want everybody to hear the peanut butter crunch.
Hey Tagada, I know you pinged me on the client, but if you want me to read anything, you gotta do it in Discord because I have to keep re-faffing if I want to join games. Ah, Badlands, Blackheart's favorite map. I'm talking with Morax, yes.
Ah. Hello?
And now I will be talking with Tagada
Take
and Morax.
Hello, microphone test.
beautiful. Although I don't know what the streamer's here because apparently it's different from what the Discord is.
Yeah, it's based on my audio output. So
Okay.
I'd say you get a bit louder to get on the same level as Morax.
You can adjust my volume.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Try talking now.
Test, test.
Yeah, I think that's good. I might actually made you too loud. There we go.
Nothing wrong with that, right?
So let's see. Badlands. This is like one of the most binary maps in the ladder pool. I feel like everyone either loves it or hates it. No one's just like, yeah, it's Badlands, whatever.
Depends if you win or lose.
Yeah, like once T1 unit starts to to overrun you, it's not a fun experience.
It's not fun if you play against God King Xerxes noob.
Or Pepsi.
I haven't seen Pepsi. Is it the same thing?
Well, I played versus him and he made, I think, 4 TT1 factories, just creeping to my base.
Hey, let's have some respect, all right? Last Lots qualifier, Pepsi did a lot of ecoing.
Yeah,
He
I was very
is
surprised.
not one node anymore.
Yeah, he is reformed. He also played custom 1v1 with Turbo and he beat Turbo on 20x20 maps like Selkie Isle. So, you know, something is coming.
Seraphim and UEF on Badlands.
Well, that's... I assume that Cyber was banned for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And then these two factions are probably the best ones since you have... UEF has very nice T2 land option and strong ACU, while Seraphim has very nice T3 land since Badlands is very flat. And also very strong Rambo ACU in the T2 stage.
I don't know. I don't really give as much credit to snipers to say that. I feel like UEF definitely has the edge on Seraphim over here, personally. Because I feel like Mongoose and Shields just gives you enough of an advantage to snowball relative to the eventual utility that snipers end up giving you.
Yeah, I would agree. Until T3, UEF has a much bigger advantage, since chickens are not very ideal here.
Right, yeah.
They get stuck in like the tall ass walls like nobody's business here too. I've seen like 4 or 5 like get stuck at one instant and you're just like fuck this map, and I can sympathize with people when that happens. It's not fun.
Yeah, when one of your first 4 chickens gets stuck somewhere, it can be GG, since they are so freaking
First
expensive.
chicken gets stuck on it.
Yeah. It happened to all of us.
I know I'm on window mode.
Beep beep beep.
Are you saying that's why my resolution's not 1020 or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, if you full resolution works better with the Twitch stream output.
Yeah.
I get annoyed with that because I was trying. Because every time that's why I don't stream so much. Is because like you want to switch back and forth easy. It's a pain in the ass. So you got to pretty much be locked into just watching.
The resolution on stream depends on the output resolution you set in the options of your stream software. So there's like a canvas size, that's your monitor size, and then you have the stream resolution output. That's the one that
I'll deal with it for the next qualifier. It's,
okay.
Don't really want to get into like messing with OBS while in the middle of a stream. Because last time I did that, I closed my stream 40 minutes in last qualifier. Not good.
So we see early aggression from Wounded Elk, 2 laps heading out, aiming to kill the 2 most important expanding engineers in the early game.
Yeah, both also went for the usual double land into Hydro Rush on Badlands.
Yeah, it's a very ancient Zog build. However, it's not too good, I think, personally. I much rather prefer the Nexus build, where you rush to the Hydra and then make 4 factories around the Hydra.
Are you talking about the lab raids, Narnerd?
Yeah, probably.
No, I think Raider's one of those people where he gets a tank to hug his expanding engineers. Unless Wounded has enough. Unless Wounded's one of those magical people that can micro the lab so the Tham will never hit it, which is possible because those things suck at staying on target.
Well, there's just no greed engineers to take. It's going to be ACU on one side, Tham on the other. Nothing to really make.
Well, the lab on the right side can be successful and actually kill 1 NG around the Hydra.
He's not using them though. He's using 3 engineers to build the factories instead of his ACU.
Well,
so that lab is gonna just it may get. Oh, it's gonna get one of those engineers that are there. There's no tank there.
The
It's hard to
He's
say.
making him that.
Yeah, the factory's blocking a lot. There we go. Yeah, he's gonna get one,
The
and I
reaction.
think he's gonna come out of it.
yeah, one NG kill.
Maybe more.
Look at this scumbag tactic of a line of factories. That's not top level play.
Yeah, not abusing the adjacency something. Ooh. Okay, so we have early bomber from Raider.
It's already got picked off.
Yeah, that's true. It's not gonna
Bye-bye.
get anything done. That's
Easy.
pretty sad.
Oh, looks like a tank managed to squeeze on through. Somehow it didn't kill that engineer. Interesting. Although it's going to get these two engineers, I believe, before any tank's able to come and deal with it. Hopefully it doesn't get reclaimed.
Well
Yep,
wounded.
looks like it's good.
I was gonna say, is he gonna APM that? Nope.
Well, it looks like Raider didn't even finish off the engineer, so he's going for this one at least.
Sweet drive.
Never mind. He's just getting a mess. Alright.
And it's gonna get clobbered.
Yeah, went idle. It could have killed
Wounded's
that.
got a nice tank in the back. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a classic Badlands move.
He would have been able to kill all the power NGs over there, unfortunately. He wasn't really paying attention to it, unfortunately. I think he just assumed it was going to die.
I'm very disappointed that neither of the players sent early scouts in all the three passage points, because it really can make or break the game, knowing if any tanks got through to the back.
Yeah, that's true. That is a common thing to see on Badlands. I'm kind of surprised neither one of them did it. I guess because there's no Cybran, they probably felt a little bit less weary of those back raids that you can't ever catch.
FAMs are pretty fast. I think they're the second fastest T1 tank.
They are, yes. Only slightly faster than Striker. It's not like I think it's like 0.05 or 0.1, something like that.
0.1, it's 3.7, 3.6, 3.5 movement speed.
Is Raider making these 4 factories around the second Hydro Hug a good idea? I would think you'd want to get those on a max because he should start spamming Ilshis out at some point.
Well, he's probably doing it because he just has his build capacity right there, so you know, it's less downtime. I would say it's kind of pointless to keep land factories around a Hydro. I think that saves you like 10 or 15 E.
He's doing it in 2 places too.
Yeah, I think this one, the second.
Although I will
one's a bit of a
say that's
mistake.
better than Wounded Elk's presentation.
Yeah, that's not even Xerxes. Xerxes actually has like a pure refined build order where he puts adjacency on all his factories.
Xerxes actually evolved to a point where he slowly upgrades his eco as well as like building like 50 factories, and it's extremely frustrating. I don't know where he is, if he's even playing anymore. I haven't seen him online forever, but
I saw him online a couple weeks ago, I think, or something like that. He only came online for like a couple games, or just came online to message people in Aeolus, but he was for sure online. And Wounded Elk has his one tank in the back over here, kind of just sitting around, not really doing anything. Not that you could do too much with it, but, you know, still might as well just get a mechs kill or something like that. Raider's also walking his tanks into more tanks instead of potentially getting this engineer in the back. Probably doesn't have knowledge that the engineer's there, but still better than walking into 3 tanks.
Yeah.
Wounded's also got a giant glob of engineers in the middle getting the reclaim instead of spreading them out. Not too efficient of that. Although, I feel like Raider's just not really getting much reclaim in mid in general. It looks like he attempted to ground manual reclaim, but it wasn't that great, I think.
oh jeez, what the fuck happened?
I think both of them are... Oh, no, Wounded's actually going for a plateau.
That's
but...
annoying. If you do the set army focus while observing, it just keeps saying someone's trying to cheat.
Yeah, I unbound I unbound that menu, so I can't even do it without reinstalling my FAF, because I believe you can't it's not a keybind to bring up the console or whatever.
You gotta be able to go into the text file and manually do it, probably.
Yeah, that's a lot of work, dude. I'm not doing that. I also really like what I set my tilde key to, because I use that for a stop, but you know, keep producing the unit that you're building or whatever.
That was probably one of the most painful things I ever did, where I just trusted myself to reinstall the game, and I didn't save my settings, and I had to like redo all my hotkeys and everything. That was painful. So, oh yeah, text file save. Oh, and finally someone's getting a factory. Oh, never mind, they both are. Wounded's gonna win both.
Yeah, he's winning both plateaus. There's 0 chance of Raider making
And
anything
he's
use
on the
of that.
side where MMLs can hit the mexes. Advantage Wounded.
Oh yeah, it's actually a lot more cancer to deal with flapjacks than whatever the hell you call.
Surprised
Seraphim
Saveni
now.
didn't waltz in and try to fix this map because of its symmetry issue yet.
What is the symmetry issue?
The side plateaus, you can use MMLs if you're the south player to kill the north player's mexes, but the top player cannot use MMLs to kill the mexes on the south, so you have to wait till T3 Mobile Arty to get on there. Both really difficult to deal with, but I've played... What the hell? I played a game where I built like T2 Arty on top of one of those, and it was awesome. But it's obviously you're probably going to be way ahead if you're going to be able to afford something like that.
I really don't like how the plateaus are done here, though. They are like you can build in with NGs. You can cliff build only in couple spots. You just need to know the spots, especially if you are the north player.
I am in fucking shock that this plateau is being contested, because Wounded's made 2 mech marines, but when this factory was yellow HP, and he just stood them there instead of moving them in to kill the factory. And now this factory got a tank out, and now it's even more cancer to deal with because he went full Arty spam. That's a disaster, dude. If Raider like microed this really hard, he could have actually won this plateau.
Ooh, Raider's gonna get a nice reclaim field.
Yeah, I was gonna say this attack looks like it's gonna be a real big donation. I don't know.
Raider may be doing the same thing on the left side right now because I think he's trying to go for his ACU, but the units are just gonna clumped up in the. Yeah, don't attack there.
That's considered a feature of this map, Ghost Shrimp. It's people like it because it's one of the examples of a map where terrain matters rather than just simple mexes. And you want to win the plateaus because they give you such a terrain advantage in the sense of...
T2 radars up there are beautiful.
Yeah.
And
we
did not see this... Oh, never mind.
Like, good land solves the issue, fancy land solves the issue, but the problem is everyone hates good lands and fancy lands. So everyone just goes back to bad lands.
It's one of those maps that are so classic that, like, nobody wants to see it changed anymore. And I'm really... irritated that this 131 HP factory with that Raider has on the left side is still alive and there's 3 tanks there to finish it off.
Dude, I'm just like struggling to understand Wounded's plays on these plateaus, dude. He made a radar next to this land factory.
I like it. I think it's kind of a statement.
Oh,
it's just a lack of APM, I would say. He's just focusing on other things.
Yeah, that's what it is, of course. But it's not as funny to say that.
But from perspective of a streamer, it's great. Let's see, Wounded's got building pillars before Mongoose there.
2H... No, never mind. I thought that was 2 HQs for a second, my bad.
And the Raider did get the gun, but I feel like Wounded could probably put up some T2 PD real quick and stop this flat if he wanted to.
Well, usually the intention of the gun commander on the side is to force up 2 to 3 PDs and then fall back. And you, instead of making the PDs, you make army that can attack on the other side, or you make eco yourself. And then you rotate the ACU to the middle.
Looks like Wounded does have the eco advantage, 4 T2 max to 2, and he's also... He still has his tank in the back, dude, just sitting there. And it's not even gonna kill this... Oh, it is gonna kill that NG. Oh, it's so annoying. He could kill this giant swarm of engineers too if he... Well, if he, you know, made the order. Not really sure why you went for pillars instead of mongoose, to be honest. Especially since he seems to be sending T2 units to the gun.
Maybe he might have already seen that there's Ilshiva, and the Ilshiva probably going to... he doesn't have that many.
Mongoose...
Never mind, I don't know.
Mongoose and shields are better versus Ilsheva than pillars plus shields. Most of the time.
You gotta have like a critical like 4 or 5 mongoose to get advantage with the spray though.
Yeah, but they are really fast as well, so...
I mean, I guess he could not have confidence in his APM, like Femto said.
Possible. So, this looks pretty dangerous for Wounded. He's just about to finish T2 upgrade.
No, I think he's fine. I wouldn't be worried if I was him right now.
Yeah. This looks like a giant mass donation.
Yeah, he got T2 so he can reclaim all these tanks and just... that's what he should be doing.
Actually, I take that back. Wounded looks like he's in trouble.
No,
why is he in trouble? He's got a bunch of T2 reinforcements.
There's another 3 Elshevas coming from the north, and...
They will just get overcharged though.
I do like how Raider has 3 engineers on site already, getting all the reclaim from that battle.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. But it won't matter.
The right side's going to get hit because he doesn't have anything except for... Oh, he's getting T2 PD up fast, never mind.
This was a really bad attack. Wounded has the eco advantage and now he gets this gigantic mass donation. What is this? 9,000 mass.
Yeah, that's gonna fail.
That's really bad.
Wounded is making a critical mistake. He's falling back with the ACU when he should push forward. Also on the right side, Raider did not macro his army and just run them into 3 T2 PDs, so they all died.
You believe he should push in? Why do you believe that? I feel like he should. I feel like that's really risky for no needless reason. Like, what if?
No,
I don't know.
Not push in. Push to the front of the reclaim.
Oh.
Yeah,
he's kind of doing that. He's kind of making a needless PD creep, but.
Yes, it's very. Right, unless Wounded fucks this game up somehow, he should have this one in the bag. I don't see any way for Raider to really come back.
Yeah, for sure. What is that? Okay, so 6 T2 maxes.
There's currently 11k reclaim on the left side, and another 2.5k on the right side.
It's like Raider's just falling to sunk cost fallacy over here.
That was hilarious. The drop on the left side, he put 4 NGs down trying to get some of the reclaim.
So what's Raider gonna do? He has to have some sort of all-in Hail Mary attack.
First of all, probably pause and try and catch up in some way. I don't think I don't think that Elk is going to attack right now because he can just gobble that up. So I don't think that Raider should be reinforcing his army too much right now.
Wounded Elk is switching to T3 land currently, but he needs one more pigeon before he can do it. Raider on the other end is going for T2 air.
So that's a good move in my opinion. Either T2 air or some sort of suicide boy ACU kind of tactic. That's all he can really do. You can't keep playing catch up in eco and this gigantic T2 land combat thing, because that's just a losing game for him.
Well, yeah, T2 air is definitely the right move, but I don't think that Wounded Elk will play too aggressive with his ACU. Also, Wounded Elk is about to build a TML launcher right behind the mountain, and Raider does not have a single TMD. So unless it's spotted, I feel like the T2 pigeons that Raider is currently making are gonna go kaboom. So.
He does have the engineers right there. You're right, he needs to spot it, but he does have the capacity to have an immediate response if he needs it.
That's true. I think one pigeon will go down for sure. Like, I don't see any scouts that are gonna spot the TML, and currently I don't think Raider is considering such options that Wounded has. He's rather trying to figure out a way to come back to the game and try to snipe Wounded.
There's Nothos going after that single tank in the back finally.
Yes.
Finally the tank dies.
Although I'm quite disappointed that the tank only had one.
Here's the TAC missile launcher right in the middle. The question is, will it hit the wall that's right in front of it?
Oh, here comes the Nothos. It's going to be a Notha snipe. I think that's what's going to happen.
I'm very... Wounded should now like realize in what situation he is in and make at least like 10 scouts and just see what kind of snipe Raider is preparing.
He's retreating back and he's making a stationary shield.
Yeah, that's definitely a good move. Like, if I'm wounded, like the snipes I could think of is a TML snipe, air snipe, or ACU drop on my power or my ACU. These are 3 options I would say that he needs to prepare for.
Man, he can also brutal kill these 3 T2 mexes and the right expansion over here. There's nothing over there that can stop it.
Okay, so Wounded finished his 2-3 land upgrade and he's going for Demolishers. I don't think that's the right choice. If he makes couple Titans, he can run them to the right hand side expansion and kill everything over here.
I feel like Radar kind of just picked mexes at random. Why did he make this front mex a T2 mex?
Yeah, I'm looking at it and it's... I feel like perhaps he had a lot of mass and he just used the hotkey to select nearest idle lowest tech mass extractor.
Yeah, that's another possibility.
Okay, so we see because actually that's quite funny, because Wounded Elk had a Flapjack in his army, Raider made TMD to protect from it, and now the TML cannot kill the pigeons.
He can take out the T2 air factory.
That's true. Oh,
but
no,
I don't know how effective that's going to be. Wounded knows what's going on. He's got all his interceptors and a shield around his commander. I don't think that he's going to be able to get sniped.
This friggin' legion of T2 engineers wandering around making PD.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh, looks like a nice raid on the right side as well. That's definitely going to be able to kill all those mexes. If he takes that in the back, that's going to be super cancelled.
Fucking with the pathfinding a little bit, but Raider could have killed this army easily, I think, if he moved from the left side. I feel like Raider missed a giant opportunity here. If he would kill this army very efficiently and get all the reclaim, he would have some chance to get back into this game.
Yeah, I for sure feel like Wounded's kind of needlessly pushing.
Yeah.
He had the advantage. I don't know why he's going on the aggression. It's like he's kind of just opening up the possibility of losing his advantage.
Look in Wounded's space to see
the
level of lack of
slowly
ATM.
Building 2 TMLs are going to pick off 2 T2 mexes on the other expansion that, yeah, holy crap, this is done. And I don't think that TAC missile is, the TAC missile defense is not going up quick at all. He must be stalling like crazy trying to keep up. Yeah. He has a lovely Nook.
Wounded finally realized he had 5 idle.
Am I crazy or did that TMD just miss the missile that took out third T2 max?
I did not see that.
I heard it go off and it didn't stop the missile. Like, see, it had to shoot twice to kill.
It always takes 2.
Okay, so okay, that's what happened. It was just so far forward that it actually got it off.
I also finally realized that both Radar did lose air, so. But I think he can just win it with Nothos itself. That looks like he has more Nothos than
He's Wounded going in for the snipe now?
Yeah, that's gonna fucking
where are his... Oh, he doesn't have any interceptors.
He lost his interceptors to Wounded.
Flak, no interceptors. Ugh. Not even close.
He didn't even dodge, he just...
he just...
What a guy.
Stood there. Alright, that seems like the game is done now.
Yep.
The last ditch effort push from Raider with a handful of chickens and an ACU in the back. But there's a PD, a shield that's about to recharge, and an army that can be pulled from the middle.
Chad Wounded, storaging and making rings around all his mexes on the plateau before he even does it in his main base.
Yeah, not a single Radar AA there as well. The TML is... I would love to see Wounded trying to target the Raider's ACU with the TML. Just for some style points.
Just a fine example of how one bad attack ruins the whole game for you.
Yes, that's for sure. I feel like Raider just thought that he was behind and he needed to push with his unit advantage, but on Badlands you really need to have a lot of units in order to be able to push in fully, especially versus T2PDs. You also need your ACU with you so you can abuse it as much as possible.
All right, somebody make a guide for how to get to 1080p, and if I can follow it, like it gives me baby steps, then I'll figure it. Then I'll do it.
What software are you using?
OBS.
There should be a checkbox that says sorry, to downscale to 1080p. Let me boot mine up and see where it is.
Give me an Imgur screenshot with everything circled with red cheese circles.
You have quite high expectations, FTX.
I am. See, Funkoff knows how to how to operate with me. Okay, always render strategic icons. All right, I'll turn it on in the next game. I've never actually used it, so I have no idea if it's good or not. Also, what the hell? Why didn't I auto join the channel?
Okay, OBS is just crashing for me. Great sign so far.
Oh, it looks like Nexus 2-0'd.
That's
other
not a
games
surprise.
Still going on.
I would rather take bets if Nexus will drop a single map in this tourney.
I can see him losing to Turbo. No, I mean, as in like losing a game for sure. I don't know if he'd lose the actual thing. Not to mention he will be going against Petrick, and I have no reason to assume that Nexus would be able to 3-0 Petrick in the final.
I think I have all the reasons to believe that.
Well, you can be wrong. It's totally in your right.
Yeah, unless Petrick actually practiced before this qualifier, and I doubt it.
I think Petrick's
Considering-
kind of salty that everyone thinks Nexus is a FAF god now, and even though he's won every loss except for like the very first one, everyone's like, yep, Nexus, he won that Summer Invitational, so he's the best player on FAF as of now.
Excuse me, I want Summer Invitational?
Or not? What tourney did Nexus win?
Fall.
Oh, it's fall, yeah. Sorry, all the seasons blend together. I do the same thing every season, so it doesn't matter to me.
Well, the thing is that it depends if you look who's the best player like ever the last 3 years or right now, because right now for sure it's Nexus. But Petrick is just too rusty.
See, I don't know. It's all it takes is
Has
a
Nexus
couple-
won one of the Legend of the Stars yet? Though?
no, he's never won. It's only been Memphi and Petrick. Memphi won the very first one, and Petrick won every other one.
That's
Memphi?
three
Yeah,
so far.
Yeah, it's
only been
there's
four.
only been 4.
Yeah.
That's wow. Seems like
I think this one is gonna be quite interesting. I think there are like 3 contenders for the first spot. 4 if Blackhearts comes back.
Blackheart will
Oh.
come back. He's just being the edgy boy and waiting for the last qualifier so he can pick the best group.
Yeah. This group for I mean this qualifier for sure will be the hardest one. It features currently I would
Petrick,
say
Jagged, Slow, Nexus, Turbo.
yeah.
There
Out
you
of
go,
top
FPX.
5 players that are active right now, it features 4 of them I would say. So for sure it'll be interesting to see who qualifies. My bets are probably on Nexus taking the first place, Petrick second, Turbo, and then Turbo Jagged third, fourth. I'm not sure. Depends how well Jagged will play, I would say, since he isn't very consistent.
Alright, let me can't see this shit. Let's see.
Oh, the third game is hosted. It's on Loki. FAF version as well. It's balanced now, since before the bottom left corner had twice the reclaim, which was quite a massive advantage. On the top level, of course, only.
How the hell do you hit? Why can't it doesn't even give me the option to hit rescale output?
really.
Yeah, I mean it's just like it gives me a red, like it says you're not allowed to click it.
What?
Well, if you are, because you are currently streaming, you probably cannot
Oh,
adjust it.
yeah. I don't think it's a good idea to cancel stream and restream.
That's fine. I mean, that's how you do it, though. It'll just as long as you have like a 16:9, 16:10 resolution scale. That's usually what you can get. It doesn't work for ultra wide though, unfortunately.
I got 1920 1080.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep vainly hoping that this is gonna work. I should just reach FAF as a given. It's my naive, optimistic, natural state to assume things work. Ah, and it worked out. There we go. Oh yeah, by the way, I have the assistant TDs pick the third place maps for the round of 16 and round of 8. I will be taking over that. I'll be taking over all the TD stuff in general once we're in the round of 4. Loki, Loki, Loki. Okay, it is the FAF version, that's good. There was a huge debate about whether to make the buildings in the middle of Loki actually count as buildings or not when the FAF version was being created. I actually don't know how much that would impact the map if you have full reclaimed buildings in the middle.
It would be very bad for the gameplay.
Why? That's gonna be what, like maybe like 500 more mass in total in mid, I think?
There are like 40 buildings, and most of them are between 50 to 140, I think, reclaim. So that's quite a lot.
I don't fucking know, dude. I don't have that shit memorized.
You see?
The Civ
Things you
trucks,
gotta do.
A prominent 1v1 player.
the Civ
FPSs.
trucks are way more than any buildings. The buildings
Yes, they are
themselves are
What's
like
that map?
a quarter.
The Ash one, Haven's Reef, that has the trucks that are like worth like 500 mass or something crazy like that. And you
I
have the
think it's
corners.
280, something like that.
Yeah,
I-
it's insane.
Yeah. I actually wasn't even aware that these trucks existed in the middle of Loki. That's how little attention I paid in the middle of Loki.
Well, you can always capture them and use them as a mid shield for your T1 armies. I actually did it once. It was quite funny because they tanked the PD when my AC got there.
What the hell, dude? Why do these guys just always pick UEF and Seraphim? At least
Well,
there was
they-
no mirrors in this.
Both of them banned Cybran.
Yeah, but still, at every single second faction, UEF and Seraphim?
Well, Aeon is the odd faction in the...
I've heard from educated Thomas Berger sources that Aeon is the most OP faction in the game right now.
It's... I would... Not on all maps, but definitely currently Aeon is one of the best factions if you know how to play it. The thing is that the know how to play it is the main issue there, because currently I think there are only like 2, maybe 3 people that can actually play Aeon on most maps, since they are just so much different, because mostly of Aurora.
Yeah, but then Aeon got the Blaze buff and the gunship thing, which he says is still a gunship nerf for some fucking reason. God
Yeah, I
knows
don't
why.
understand. That's Aeon gunships currently are insanely OP in my
I think
opinion.
they're either the best or the second best, irrefutably.
Whose gunships would you put as first?
Well, Seraphim I still think is better, just because it's got a lot
Well,
of
it's more
utility and a lot of
expensive.
HP. Yeah, it's more expensive, but I still feel like if you want to do something, it doesn't have any like negatives to it, right? Like Aeon gunships can, if they miss, they're kind of just floating around for 5 seconds. Seraphim gunships kind of don't really have that issue. which
Well,
is
their issue is that they are expensive.
well, that's what I'm saying. I know, but I think they complement Seraphim really well. Like they have enough if they want to snipe a high value target. They don't need the gunship to do what the Aeon gunship does.
Yeah,
and they
for
have,
sure. That's
yeah.
definitely a niche gunship, but I think it's extremely strong because it can, once you transition into T2R, you don't need to worry about AA turrets or a mobile AA, since the gunships just fly in, insta kill them, and then they don't even lose much HP.
Yeah, that's the
Compared-
thing that I think makes them really strong as well.
So we have a lab from Wounded, but sadly it's AFK for a second. It had the opportunity to kill the engine, now it will come down to micro. Let's see.
Or just shitty targeting from the tank as always. That's 3 missed shots, 4 missed shots, 5 missed shots.
Boom.
Fucking tanks, dude. I hate them. I hate them.
8.
Tries running into it.
It was quite close. If Wounded would keep microing from the beginning, he would get the NG kill for sure. Yeah, I keep whenever I see these early fights, I keep expecting people to start making pigeons or factories with the engineer. Actually, one of the strongest things you can do once you scout the lab, you make a factory and then you run around it with the NG, and the lab cannot kill it. Really. Of course, if you have
gonna go for the T1 tank as opposed to the engineer. Beautiful choice.
No, it's ground firing.
What the fuck?
What? He's trying to. It missed everything.
Based bomber.
I've actually seen that before, where somebody ground fires the rocks that are at the 3 maxes there. Takes a while, but somebody has to be really bad at like.
Yeah, it's because of the elevation.
Wow.
Okay, that was quite unlucky.
Nice bomber.
So the BM.
Classic UEF bomber.
On the other hand, we have Raiders bomber. It got 1 kill on the NG.
It should get the other one as well.
Yeah, there's still no reaction from
Way
Wounded.
too far away.
There's still no reaction. Second NG goes down now. He should target the free max expansion NG. Oh, he's targeting the. Oh, this will be beautiful. There's possibility of 3 NGs going down.
What the hell is Wounded spending his energy on?
He's moving them all.
No, please. Oh my god.
Only one.
Only one. Wow, that was awful.
Wrong ground fire target.
Yeah.
It
Although
may get
will
another
get
pass though. He's not moving them. Why is he not moving them?
That's gonna be
it's
2.
And Sudoku.
3.
Nice!
So that bomber killed 3, 4, 6 NGs and a tank. That's insane value.
Wow.
Okay, so it looks really good for Raider. The only thing Wounded has going for him is the fact that his NG to the top 3 max expansion was much faster and he got the rock there.
He's also not too far behind in build power for land, and he sent his ACU out earlier, so he does have that kind of positional advantage going for him.
Yeah, that's true. Also, I'd really dislike that Raider's gonna make a factory instead of a PD in the 3 max expansion. I think you either make a PD and a Raider, or you don't make anything at all, and you try to steal the 4 maxes in the corner with the NG, just to try to get a little bit more value out of it. You never want to invest into the factory because you just cannot hold this position.
He's not even gonna get that PD up. No way.
Yeah. Yeah, this will be mass wasted. If he starts to build the factory, AC will just arrive and kill the NGs and reclaim the factory.
Please, sir, kill it. Don't run away. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh, that's really bad.
Why?
He could have denied the PD there. That's some weird assist order on the ground though. Probably a misclick. That's quite unlucky. Also, Wounded pulled away the tank he had in the 4 max expansion, and the tank would have killed the NG there, and now because he pulled the tank off, the NG will leave and actually grab the maxes. And now the PD finishes and the tank is dead. Okay. There's a bomber. The bomber is gonna kill the NG.
Ah, yeah.
He's already got his PD up and everything, so he's fine.
Yeah, we didn't get the factory up at least. That's still some utility from the bomber killing that engineer.
Boom.
It looks much healthier for Elk now. He has 3, 6, 8 factories to Raider
Raider's,
6, 7.
Yeah, Raider. I'm not really sure what
sending
Raider's doing with his
ACU
ACU.
north, which is a bit rough.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, he's kind of. I don't
He's
know
gonna
why he's
lose
going backwards for
everything
3
at
tanks.
the 3 mech expansion right now because his units are all over the place.
Oh shit! I
I
forgot. I,
really-
have to do this.
I really
setting
don't
thing.
understand Raider's choice of units placement, because he sends 90% of his tanks to the bottom where enemy ACU will be, and now he lost 6 tanks already, or 5 at energy, to the ACU, and the rest of the tanks are pretty useless. Like, he isn't defending his 3 max or 4 max expansion. So, even though the bomber was amazing, right now I feel like Alk is in the winning position currently. He's currently securing the 3 max expansion, and he's gonna secure the corner 4 max expansion very soon with the NG. Although the tanks from Raider could rotate back to that position and deny it for a little bit longer, which would be the ideal move.
I'm not really vibing with this pure chimp T1 spam tactic over here from Elk though. He's got tanks just sitting in his base because he just doesn't know what the fuck to do with them and doesn't have the APM to use them.
Yeah.
What the hell is this, dude? He's got more factories than mexes.
At this point, I wouldn't add more T1 factories. Like, the T1 spam that you will get out of them won't make such a big difference. Although, considering that he has the map advantage currently,
I would
makes
rather
a
put
bit
it
of
into
sense.
T2 land or T2 mex rather than more factories.
I'm not sure about it, to be fair. Considering that
Oh,
Raiders...
This
Yeah.
Ah. This children will
What
feel that one.
happened?
He had 5
It's,
engineers.
The bomber attacking.
Elk had 5
Okay,
engineers next to his
so-
power, and they just died. You could still see the reclaim.
Yeah, bomber killed them or what?
Yeah, it was just a random bomber.
Has made up for the
Nice.
loss of the. Oh, actually, jeez, he needs to go in for a snipe now. I didn't realize. Yikes.
Raider is going for T2R, but he doesn't have enough PGens for that. He's stalling power really badly. Yeah, that doesn't
He needs
good.
to go in for a snipe now. This is like totally gone for him.
Well, he can kill the AC right now. He has
Yep,
35
That's what I
tanks.
think he's doing. He knows he sees it.
He
Wounded
should just
trying to
spam T1
escape, but-
bombers. He has air control. He shouldn't go T2R. He could just
Yeah,
spam T1
When
bombers.
Wounded's sending everything he has to his ACU now. He realized what's
It's too
going on,
late.
so he may get him. I think. Oof. Unreal.
If he gets a
The
veteran,
train may fuck Raider here. Nope.
Wounded should make, yeah, he's making energy storage. He should make energy storage and pause his production. The only chance he has to live through this is if
Will
he
the
overtime
UEF
it.
HP win this fight?
No, he's fucked. There's no chance.
If he gets a Notha off and actually
He's
hits
about
him,
to get the vets. It will be close.
There's gonna be gunships coming in.
He
I
got the vets.
don't trust it.
Yeah.
he's gonna let him get
the
away.
water, I think.
Even
I
if
think he will get
even
the
if he gets
water.
into the water, he has T2 air and he has air control. He can torp him. He's just fucked, dude. There's no chance.
Yeah, he should start building AA with
He
the
needs
2
to
engines
pump
he
him
has.
right now if he's gonna get it. Oh, down, 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 down.
Can he block the ACU with interceptors? I actually don't know if that's a thing.
No, I think they take off.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, he just needs to make 1 torp, and he's good. Is he making it? Yep, he's making it.
Yeah, if Wounded would react, he could live, because he could position himself next to the cliff so that Torp could only attack from one side. And also he could make AA, so that Torp... Actually, wait.
The reaction from Wounded here, he should be
Oh my god.
stopping his land production, just spam some. Oh no, he's getting hit by.
It doesn't really matter.
Oh, no.
Even if he turned it all into MAA, like it's not gonna arrive in time.
Yeah, the critical mistake was he has 2 engines next to the Hydro. He should have been building AA for the past 1 minute.
And here comes the Torps.
Does he have sight? Yeah, he does. Does he? What the fuck are those torps?
What the hell was that?
Elevation issues. Welcome to...
Did it actually hit him, or?
No.
No, it just went into the ground.
And the Torp bombers just like
He
stopped. All
doesn't
of a sudden?
have
What the
vision
hell?
on him. He needs
Well,
a
you don't need
scout.
Torp if Wounded Elk walks out of the water.
Yeah, I guess
Wow.
he thought he was being confident with the Torp Bomber, but little did he know.
Well, I feel like if Wounded would play this correctly, he could have survived, because if you hack the cliff and you make a Navy factory on the other side, then the Torp cannot hit you.
I
Actually.
feel like
Although that move may be unlocked only at 2.5k rating. It would be
Wow.
really funny to see that though.
It's a lot of
So Raider wins the series 2-1.
okay, it looks like Banana Whale actually took a game off of Petrick.
Really?
2-1.
That's-
Did Patrick go T2 Land Factory 30 seconds into the game like last time?
Oh, you talking about your fabled Arctic refuge?
He actually paused the game and was distressed. I was like, what did you do? That was hilarious. Poor Patrick.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate that they face off in the...
Well, if they're underrated, they should be playing more ladder.
Yeah, true. FTX, you should be playing ladder as well.
Hoshmosh took the
Psych!
game off.
If I
so
played
that's
ladder, then
interesting
who is going to be
me.
hosting the tournament? You should be
True.
grateful that I'm not playing ladder.
Yeah,
Hold
thank
on
you,
a second.
FTX.
What game did Hoshmosh win against Slow? That's impressive.
I would say, like, any 16 to 1800 can take a game of Zlo, since Zlo is very... Let's just say he's very...
As low as Chaos
Inconsistent.
Theory.
Yeah, he sometimes plays like an absolute god, and the other time he's really not playing too well.
Oh, it was the Ambush Pass game. 5x5.
Okay, I for sure. Which game? Wait. Did they only play 2 games? I only see 2 games in here.
Who?
Badlands for Petrick and Banana Whale. I see Open Palms and Badlands. Okay, so Banana Whale won the Open Palms game.
Wow, that's actually quite...
I think I'm gonna watch the replay of that one.
Yeah, I think we should. I'm quite interested if he had some nice early aggression, or if Patrick just fucked up his BO completely.
Ah, Petrick. Yes, watch it. I'm here to laugh at your pain and failures. It's good to know that even Petrick can perform at 1500 level.
Maybe you should give some more credit to the 1500.
Let's see.
On Wounded Elk, one on Badlands.
You should feel some joy, Petrick. This is a story that this man will tell his children for generations to come. It'll be passed on like a family heirloom. So let's see. I guess they both. I feel like.
Cybern.
Yeah, I feel like this is definitely a ban Cybern match. Did you ban Cybern, Petrick? Do you know? You ever remember, or did you block this game out already? Sure. I don't know.
Right, the
I don't
real
have
question
confidence
is,
in that.
did you play a single game between the Fall Invitational and this qualifier? No, the last... Wait, yeah,
Hold on
Fall
a second.
Invitation and this qualifier. That's the real question.
It's like just typical stuff so far, you know. Hydro rush into second factory. No cancer aggression. Cheese. Looks like Petrick is going for the... Oh, he's not. I was going to say he's going for the Fable Gently build order of, like, 9th air or something like that. That he almost beat Zoc with one time. Everybody should know this. Because Gently will tell you about it. And he'll be fucking 80 years old on his deathbed and he'll be telling his nurse about it.
Foden and Arch having a very lengthy Badlands game.
Remember last time Arch also had Arch is the prototype of Jagged, I guess, because they both have this habit of picking the largest maps and then playing super risk averse on them. So they get
I
these.
don't know. I think Tagada and Arch has been playing nonstop. Hasn't that been like your 1v1 stream pretty much the past like 3 months, Tagada?
Yeah, but
Yes.
playing a lot doesn't mean you're not risk averse. So,
Well,
you know.
I mean, I've played mostly when I played before the evening, so in my morning and my middle of the day, I played versus Arch most of the time, so I probably played like 50 or 70 games versus him over the past 2 months or 3.
It's nice to know that people in Hong Kong can actually connect to FAF well. I thought that they would get screwed, but at this point.
Well, we have the Coturn Australian server.
No, he's talking about the Great Firewall,
Yeah.
not that stuff. Hong
Well,
Kong.
At some point in
Well,
time,
Hong
like,
Kong
oh,
is in China, so you know.
Right, of course.
Well,
at some
they
point
are.
in time,
They are. It's not
They
really.
are, but they are not also.
We
when are we gonna see our
also.
first Macau player?
Hong Kong should actually have a pretty decent connection because the problem with Australia is that the connection has to go underwater, and that leads to a lot of bullshit with sharks and whatever. From what I know, I don't know if that's a myth, but all I know is that it's the because they like bite the underwater cables that the internet like speed has to go through. I don't think it's just a pure distance thing. Like I know that's some whatever. The point is, I don't think Hong Kong really benefited much from the introduction of the additional server.
Oh, I see.
Where is the additional server going again? I forget.
In Australia. So basically, if you're in Australia, you don't get your connection fed to Europe and then fed back to another dude in Australia. Now it just kind of stays in that area.
Nice.
Sharks eating cables.
Funded by Hill 9.
I'm like pretty sure I've read that, but I can't remember if it was on a meme or a legitimate news source. So you'll have to forgive me.
Where is that? Speaking of which, where is that meme site that FAF had? There was like seriously like a blog of just like FAF memes.
The
It was
Tumblr.
hilarious.
It kind of, I think it turned. It's just inactive, but it was the Tumblr page.
Some of them were so good.
All right, so what is it? 4, 5, 1, 5. It's pretty general
Oh wait, I
stuff.
forgot to join the game.
Well, I'm at 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Funny number, haha.
Yeah, I'm 10 seconds before. I mean, 10 seconds after.
So, judging by this, I don't know. Is this a thing where Petrick just kind of suicides into a bunch of tanks plus an ACU and loses that way? Because that's kind of the situation that's playing out in my
That
head
looks
right
like
now.
a possibility.
Yeah. I mean, it's only like 5 tanks there, but it's just what I imagine happening.
Well, so far Banana has the advantage. He has faster expansion.
Look at the observation of like the Geneva Convention in middle over here. Got us 2 scouts, both being gentlemen to each other, giving each other vision. Poor Petrick behind in score already. Where did it all go? This is why he's not a favorite. Ah, and he's got this cancer of these 2 tanks just managing to squeeze by his ACU. Well, he's going to be able to cut him off, I guess.
This Tumblr page is awesome. I love it.
Always nice when Twitch chat's here to verify my ramblings. People laughed at me, but who's laughing now?
I think this one, the Blackheart one, is my favorite.
Yeah, you know it's an old Tumblr page when it's talking about Blackheart playing.
Well, the meme is that Blackheart, this content is not available.
Oh, well, it's still old, because that still can be any period from 2015 plus.
When Zep joins A+1.
Also, did people see that TA for Life was on again? I think Morak saw it.
Excuse me?
TA for Life was on a couple weeks, I think last week.
I did see. He was actually playing games, so I'm not sure what's going on. Has quarantine effects actually taken place that hard where TA for Life and some other players will resurrect? That's a good question. Just waiting for Yarma Dharma to come out of nowhere.
The quarantine effect.
If TA would start casting again, it would be so good.
I mean, I'm just happy if he's playing. Put another
Yeah,
body
that's
in
true.
ladder. Yeah. Kind of weird. Still can't really see why. I'm still waiting for like the absolute blunder with ACU that caused him to die. It's kind of just typical heavy raid based open palm so far. He's even attacking. Yeah, it's kind of a Damas donation with this over here. Oh, T2 land started. Any sort of upgrade over here? Doesn't look like it. Is it gonna be... Dude, I just can't pick it. Can't figure out how he's gonna die.
I haven't even watched this game. I'm literally being a jackass and just looking at all the memes again.
Yeah, me too. They are so good.
No one takes
I'm
their job
currently-
seriously, dude. It's only me.
Oh yeah, we should probably watch and comment the game.
I mean,
there's a nice
it's,
drop
it's
from Patrick. Pretty try hard, if you ask me.
not too big of a deal. I'm just curious about how he dies, really. I mean, it is pretty decent play by Banana Whale. I mean, I'm sure everyone was like, oh yeah, he's gonna get 3-0'd, I mean 2-0'd by Patrick, Resident Sleeper. Took a game off. So he still performed, you know.
Still ahead. I actually start thinking that this might not be like a misclick with Patrick's ACU, and Banana Whale may actually like win normally, considering the advantages he has if he plays well. Like currently he's massively ahead. Patrick doesn't have T2 and Banana just raided the whole left side expansion. Meanwhile on the right hand side, Patrick just needs to run with the ACU. He has
What
no
do you
units
mean
to
Patrick
support.
doesn't have T2?
Oh well, I cannot see anything on your stream since the resolution is so low.
Oh, sorry. He does have Patrick does have T2 land. Banana Whale doesn't actually
Oh,
have
okay.
anything. They're both pretty even on the T2 mechs front. It's just that Patrick does have both of the mountains. So
That
even
does.
though even though he lost his expansion over here, it does kind of even out.
That's true.
There is a slight mass disadvantage, I think. What is it? 63, 57. It's like a couple mechs. Shouldn't be game deciding.
Well, Banana Whale has air control and he's pushing on the right side, and I don't see anything that Patrick has to stop it for now.
I don't think he can kill him because he does have this buildup of tanks over here. I would say in the long term, Patrick's in a healthier state just because he can get these. Oh, T2 air. That's what's gonna kill him, isn't it? Mercies.
Yeah,
There we go. Yep, there we go. Beautiful. Amazing. Good game incoming.
well, that's how you counter out of place ACU that has no air control.
Yeah, it still is cringe and unfun.
I wouldn't agree. I think it's healthy for the game. I mean, in this situation, not overall, Mercies are still bullshit because they detonate too early, in
What
my
do
opinion.
he's got I think they're about even in air too. It's just that Patrick has all his interceptors in the back for some reason. Well, he did just kill that transport, didn't he? Wasn't there a transport somewhere around here? Or was I just
No,
hallucinating?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that was his transport. My bad.
Yeah, Patrick lost the transport. Well, even without the mercies, I think Banana Whale is in a decent position. Patrick is really slow to retake the left side expansion. He also only has one Ilsheva, so if instead of Banana making Mercies, he would make couple gunships, he could kill the left hand side expansion, kill the plateaus as well, and just win the game normally.
What the fuck is this?
What do you mean?
Just in the back, just just the tanks. I mean, they can't really push in because they'll get killed by the PD, but still, it's just stupid to see these tanks just sitting here.
Alright, Mercies are on the move. They are spotted by the Epic Celine.
Oh,
There's
well,
a reaction from Patrick. He's sending his error and suiciding it to kill the Mercies, which is obviously a good idea.
he could have just sent in one interceptor to do that. That was a mistake. for
Probably.
sure.
Well, he probably panicked a little bit. That's your reaction, you just select using your hotkey for selection of all the air scouts and clicking on the Mercies. Although, he should get AA next to his ACU. Could use him in maybe, so we could
Yeah,
see.
he does have AA, yeah. Sorry. Well, I just really don't want to turn off the stream and return it back on.
Yeah. So it seems like he isn't gonna get sniped with...
The game,
Mercy.
spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure I saw it ends 15 minutes, 17 minutes, 50 seconds. So we should be dying at some point in the next little bit.
You mean 17 minutes?
Yeah, it's 12 minutes, 30 seconds right now.
Yeah, so it seems like he isn't gonna die to Mercy soon. It seems like Banana is gonna... Well, I'm actually interested now if he's gonna keep pushing, like... I feel like the Mercies were just very unnecessary. Because I know the feeling, because I also played in the tourneys versus better players, and once I thought like, oh, I could snipe him. I just invested into it, even though I could win the game just playing normally. If you are the underdog, you just don't really believe in your ability to win normally. So you try to do some cheese or snipe. And sometimes you miss opportunity to win the game just by micro.
You can see this is top 1 ladder NG micro in the back over here.
Yeah, nice Max is there as well, upgrading.
He
They
could
get
actually kill this one
killed.
with the Aurora.
You can kill two, both of the further one. Yeah, you cannot only kill the one that is next to. Wait, you can actually kill all three since PD has no radar. Easy.
Oh, yeah. Well, he doesn't
He
have
can kill
radar.
everything.
No, he doesn't have radar in the Aurora group over here.
Oh yeah, that's true. Unlucky. Well, you can still kill the Maxes.
Yeah,
since
you could
can
kill-
attack move.
At least kill this one. I'm not sure about these two at all.
Yeah, you can for sure. Because if they were scouted at least once, then you can Aurora will target them.
Oh, yeah.
He won't be in range because the Auroras will be in range for the third one, but it won't have the vision.
T2 land and T2 air.
Yeah, I'm quite disappointed with the Mercies. If he would just go for a couple T2 gunships, I think he could have won the game already.
I mean, I don't see how the Mercies even do it. Look, there's like 10 MAA over here, like every side of his ACU. If the Mercies end up managing to get through this, it's gonna be so Resident Sleeper. Here they come. Where are they? I guess he's just gonna suicide the
what?
MAA? I don't know. Oh, here comes the gunships. Maybe they're gonna clear it out.
Oh, that could be a possibility. And gunships clean up A. Oh,
Yeah.
Patrick suicides his AA right now, and he moves the two further away. Oh my god, that's really.
What is this
Wait, how did
grimy
that
shit?
one Mercy die?
Yeah, it died because there's
Okay,
2
one
MAA
Mercy
right
don't
here.
cover?
There's
Yeah.
2 MAA right there. Is that really that can't
Yeah,
be what
that's what-
kills him, is it? I guess he doesn't have a lot of build capacity to make a ton of
Just didn't make
MAA.
a single flag next to. He just built a flag and sent it to the south side instead of his ACU.
Yeah,
And
he's,
now
There's
more
2 more
gunships.
gunships coming in. That's what. Yeah.
we
Do
got
you have
the-
a stream delay, or is it just
No,
Yeah,
no
10
stream delay.
seconds.
Oh,
Okay,
it's-
I was
it's
like,
automatic,
why
yeah.
am I'm used to that, and I was just like, how am I seeing what you're seeing live or something? Yep.
Yeah, he's dead. Nice one. Well, not sending the flag to your ACU.
Oh, it's still decent play by Banana Whale. It's not like it was just
Yeah,
random
he played
BS.
very well.
It's not like when you watch like a typical like team game where somebody builds mercies just set them in blindly without.
Some nice
guiding
global
at all.
rating for Banana
Actually,
as well.
something.
37 rating gained in a single game.
Oh, look at what Raider just got. I mean, he was like 1650
Oh,
versus
Let's join
Wounded
the
2000 or
Low
something.
Target game. This looks
that's what
pretty
I
good.
was about to say.
where is it?
Oh, it just started.
Oh,
Wow, nice one.
Yeah,
Let's look
alright.
at
I guess just wait 5 minutes and then watch the replay of it. Because I don't believe there's any other game. I mean, we can
Nexus
just watch the
Raider.
game.
we're gonna have to ask someone to wait for us to get in there. I think at this point, I don't think anybody knows like what the queue is to be watched.
Is Jagged streaming? Yeah, he is. He's live streaming as well.
Jagged streaming on YouTube.
Yes. His point of view.
Overmodulation of mic. I gotta be honest with you, I have no idea how to fix that.
80 viewers, that's quite nice. I got like 10 when I was streaming my point of view. That's an idea, Sokol.
$96 viewers. Oh, that's how you meant challenge. Yeah, I mean, should I do it now? Should I just cancel? Should I close the stream for a little bit? My worry is that it's gonna result in like 40 viewers that were AFK not joining the next one, and it's gonna lower my self-confidence a lot.
Well, I think that's getting
Alright.
to better
I'll change it.
resolutions.
Hopefully it'll only take a couple of seconds.